And then it's like, the one I thought I had love for cheated on me. And then it's like, I don't get accepted to university. It's like my last dream because I'm going to be pursuing my dreams to being a full-time rapper, chat.
If you have not been following closely, KC3 has made his return to streaming, and he did not just come back with a regular desktop broadcast. Instead, he came back with Streaming University Part 2, which was one of his biggest moves last year. The setup brought together a mix of established creators and newer faces in one place, with the goal of helping them build momentum, get more exposure, and hopefully go viral. And I already know some people might be thinking, it is not that serious.
Alright, let's try this new character.
But honestly, based on the reactions I saw around
this new tune,
you would think missing out was some kind of make or break situation. The tension online was real, and that is exactly why people started paying attention.
Chill. Chill. It's fine.
The fangs are about to come out. Look at that, guys. Better luck never.
what's the benefit of that? What is the benefit?
To my life, to my career, to my dreams. It's everything. How can I not care?
But to some viewers, these may just be streamers they have barely heard of, or names they have not really seen much before. So it makes sense that some people would expect certain creators not to make the cut, even if they have some level of recognition. Not everyone is going to get into Streamer University, and the reactions have clearly been all over the place, whether someone got in or missed out. That said, a few names people thought were almost guaranteed to appear were the Cloverboard. So when Kai Cenat went through a full 4-hour, 5-hour plus live stream, and for the most part did not mention their names, at least the main names, Kai, Tyler, Derek, and Punk, a lot of viewers were honestly surprised. And based on the online reactions, it seems they were too, because after Kai did not say their names, they went on their own streams that same day, and according to viewers, reacted in a pretty heated way. And that is where the situation started getting messy online. Once people saw that reaction, the whole conversation shifted from simple disappointment to a bigger debate about who really felt overlooked, and whether the energy around all of this was being taken too personally. Some viewers thought it was just creators reacting in the moment, while others felt the response made the situation look more serious than it needed to be. What makes it stand out is that this is not just one comment or one quick clip to turn into a chain reaction, with people on social media picking apart every little detail and reading between the lines. That is usually when a small moment starts growing into something much larger, especially when you have a group with a lot of public attention already attached to it. So even though the original moment may have seemed minor at first, the way it was received clearly added another layer to the story, and that is what kept viewers watching closely.
Say anything negative, huh? Say anything before us. We like to block. And if you think you would make a good class
What's up,
president,
bad guys?
I have to see your presidential guy.
One of the viewers out there know.
Rain up, champion.
Some gotta get it.
The mystery selected. I hate selected. I love deals. Mystery.
Shit, she go hard.
Bro, anyway, I didn't just say that though. Mystery. I said, this is hard.
Now, to be fair, a lot of reactions like this are part of the content, and people is that this was not just one comment or one quick clip. It turned into a chain reaction, with people on social media picking apart every little detail and reading between the lines. That is usually when a small moment starts growing into something much larger, especially when you have a group with a lot of public attention already attached to it. So even though the original moment may have seemed minor at first, the way it was received clearly added
What the fuck
another
is
layer to
this?
the story, and that is what kept viewers watching closely.
Say anything negative, huh? Say anything before us. We like to block. And if you think
Oh,
you
really?
make a good class president, I have to see your presidential guy.
Okay.
One of the viewers out there know.
Go IRL.
Ooh. This battle pass kind of hard.
Some gotta get it.
The mystery selected. I hate selected.
Okay, minimum.
Mystery? No. Alright, bro. Anyway, I didn't just say that though. Mystery? I said, this is hard.
Now,
Okay.
to be fair, a lot of reactions like this are part of the content, and people online were quick to say they were just venting.
Tandy
because they were
Bowen.
Kai. According to that read, They were even heading
Okay.
to his mansion after he first picked and talked about.
They're
the
about to
streamers
release
who were going to be
Apocalypse. That's crazy.
mainly to react outside the gate and grab a few clips. It does not seem
All
like
right,
anything too
this battle
serious.
pass go hard.
To a situation that happened
Hell
earlier that same day.
yeah,
The main
Ultron
difference,
15
at
with
least
the
online, is that
trench
this time
coat.
it was the Clover Boys doing it. We are talking about
Oh.
Rakai, Ty Lil, Dev, and other names AMP already knows well. And some viewers even pointed out that might actually go through with it.
All right, this battle pass.
Outside the house that's coming up
think,
the driveway as we speak. There's a couple thugs outside. Please make sure these thugs do not step their foot on the property. Please, thank you, security. Thank you, security. Please make sure it is breached. Why not? You will not let me know. I just I can touch you, bro. Don't jump over here, bro. It's on him. I swear to God, bro, y'all better go ahead and call cops, bro. They saw a car, though. Call the cops, bro. He said we're literally calling. No, he did not say that. Call the cops, bro. No, I'm ignoring this, man. I don't know what they do. I don't know what they're planning on doing. They gotta turn around and go home. Come on, let's have some respect for the fast 2026, shall we? Actually, chat. That's enough, bro.
This happened yesterday, or more likely 2 days ago by the time this video goes up, when Rakai and the others reportedly tried to pull up to the amp house and even hop the fence, all of it being framed online as a comedic bit. Kai had already told them to show love to the class of 2026, and when he finally came outside, he showed up with what looked like a toy bazooka, joked around with them for a quick clip, and then told them to head out. At that point, everybody seemed to think that was the end of it. After all, these are Kai's friends. AMP knows them, and they know the people who were actually there, from the cameraman to the streamers on site. So if it had stayed at that, it probably would have just been a funny moment and nothing more. But then, more recently today, they supposedly came back to the AMP house again, and this time it was a little different. It was not just the usual streamers who already know AMP and Kai, because this time nobody else was around except Agent, and they showed up with more than just the people who had already been to the house before.
I'm so honest with you, Jack. I'm so honest. Y'all listen to me. Stop fucking. I'm not cool with nobody. I'm not cool with no fucking body. Jack, I'm so fucking mad. It's like, bro, Jack, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna go protest. I'm not gonna, I can't just sit back and, bro, Streamer versus, that's peak. I see it. Oh my God. Let's erase. Who you think we can erase? That's so obvious. I'm so scared.
As you can see, what happened the very next day looked way more elaborate than a quick joke. There were a lot of people involved, not just the Clover Boys, and they came with megaphones, signs, and all kinds of extra energy. According to the online clips, they even walked into the house and made it all the way to Kai's room, only to find out Kai was not even there. The only person reportedly on the scene at that point was Agent. From there, things seemed to spiral into a full-blown ruckus, with noise both outside and inside the house, all while the person they were supposedly there to see was not even at the crib anymore. A lot of viewers would probably brush that off as creators pushing content a little too far. But in this case, it sounds like Agent was not feeling it at all once he caught what was going on.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm gonna get 8 for him if I do what I'm thinking, bro. Who's in there? I'm trying not to do the thing that's in my head right now, so let's get you out of here. Okay. Let's get you out of here, bro.
Agent is a pretty well-known creator who usually calls out situations when content seems to go too far. In fact, he had already done something like that during a recent Stream University moment, when he felt another creator pushed a prank or joke farther than it probably should have gone. And in this situation, he seems to be coming from that same place again. The Clover Boys and AMP are always messing around with each other, doing wild pranks, stepping into each other's rooms, and even popping up wherever someone happens to be. But usually, the people involved at least know it is coming in some way. Here, though, it is pretty clear that Kai either was not informed or was not even there. And when someone asked at the end, "Yo, where is Kai at?" that really suggested they probably did not have permission to run this whole thing beforehand. So it makes sense that Agent would be a little irritated. If it were only the Clover Boys, who already know the group well, that would be one thing, because then you could just pull them aside and explain why not everything has to be turned into content. But the part that seems to be bothering him more is that they brought other people along too, people he apparently does not even know, and that extra chaos is what looks like it turned the whole thing into a bigger issue, while they were clearly trying to get a clip.
Stop making that fucking noise. Stop. Some of us fucking pop. I don't know you niggas. I don't know y'all. Shit, not funny. Get the fuck out of here. Who are these people? Who are they? Let us in. 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 Get the fuck off the property, nigga. I don't know you. This is not content. This is our fucking house. Get out. Ah, damn, this shit all fun and games. Get out. I don't know you, gang. Who is this nigga? Does anybody know his fucking name? I don't know you, gang. Leave my fucking property. Stop. It's not content. Get out, bro. I'm telling you, y'all niggas stay in my house. Will you invite me? I would not come to your house uninvited, making noise, making a storm. If you want to get invited, text the nigga. You know the nigga, bro. Y'all best friends with the nigga. I don't know these niggas. They should not be outside my fucking house making noise. It's that simple, bro. I'm boiling because I don't want to do the things in my brain that got me fucked up. Wait, what are the things in your brain? Yeah. I'm not gonna ask you that again.
A lot of people watching probably looked at their screens and thought, this has to be a joke. You are talking about them going for clips yesterday, so of course they are trying to grab even more today. But according to reactions online, that does not really seem to be the case. Agent is one of those streamers where you can usually tell when the mood shifts, and even if some viewers doubt he was truly upset, he ended his stream right after all of this happened. What makes it stand out is that he was in the middle of reacting to an RDC video before they actually came in and started all that, and then he just cut the stream off. No coming back, no quick goodbye to chat, none of that. It was just suddenly over. Normally I would look at something like this and assume it was all part of the bit, almost like another Stream University moment, but this one felt different. Kai was not even there. Agent seemed genuinely bothered after ending the stream, and the Clover Boys already have a reputation online for pushing jokes a little too far. That is why a lot of viewers think this may become the bigger content lesson for not just this moment, but also whatever happens next in Streamer University. People who are close with Kai, or returning alumni trying to make noise and do the most, may be acting out because they are not sure whether they will get accepted into Stream U again. And as long as it stays content related, some viewers do not think that part is too shocking. But moves like this, actually pulling up to somebody's place unannounced, and the person they are supposedly there to bother is not even around, are the kind of thing that can rub a lot of people the wrong way. A lot of viewers...
Alright, well you guys, at 147 or something like that, I'm lost, but I know it's in the up with this. That's all I want to do. Tidy up this conversation and move on to the deacons. Put those on. And this is probably one of the ultimate teachings that you can teach people, apart from the one I taught.
Welcome back to the Papa Meat channel. How you doing? How you doing? Coming and sitting down because today we're going to talk about something you probably already heard about, and that's the ongoing chaos between YouTuber Reckless Ben and Bricks and Many Things, also known as Quick Disclaimer. Everything we're talking about today is all things that we've seen that are public information from Reckless Ben's YouTube page, social media accounts, and from what Bricks and Many Things has said online. This is just a recap, so that's the disclaimer. Is that good? Lucerne is simply trying to recover money seemingly stolen from an old, sick man has turned into a full-blown fucking nightmare, dude. Currently, a big corporation is alleged to be abusing the legal system and working with corrupt police to silence Reckless Ben and others for uncovering the heinous acts of one particular Bricks and Many Things franchise. Which, if you don't know Reckless Ben, we've seen some of his stuff before. He also did a video on the Canaan Manor as well, which I thought was sweet. He infiltrated it. But it seems like he goes into corrupt businesses and basically tries to uncover the truth or just expose them and like right the wrongs of stuff as well. Try to use legal practices that a lot of these businesses use against the people that they own.
I like to think of myself as kind of like the king of loopholes, you know, and so I kind of always want to go against like someone who's like the opposite. So I do like legal loopholes for good, but I want to go against someone who's like legal loopholes for bad. So it seems like the perfect battle, you know, like we're both just using like legal loopholes against each other to like get each other in trouble and stuff. And I just knew it was gonna be like a crazy story.
We think more eyes should be on the story, so we're not only going to talk about it, but we're also going to speak to Ben later in this video and get some more insight into the situation. Not everyone knew what Bricks and Many Things even was until the story broke out. Essentially, they're an absolutely massive company that specializes in buying, trading, and selling Lego products, which I think we might have touched on briefly. We did a Lego collector video, and it's like just a retail space where people can go, and it's like an in-person retail store. It's a franchisee thing, so each person buys the store, they open it, all the money, and sell your Lego there. From that video alone, you can tell just how massive the Lego collector market is and how much money goes through that market. It's absurd right now. It's got to be the highest it's ever been. 100%.
Pick your hero.
Yeah. In 2023, the business's massive success led to them opening around 150 individual stores, and by 2025, that number doubled. Even back during 2023, the business reported each individual store averaging nearly $580,000 in annual earnings, with more popular stores even breaking $1 million a year in sales. And lots of people have their own horror stories about Bricks and Many Things, with some claiming that they're essentially the GameStop of Lego. Online, there are entire threads of people complaining about selling their childhood collections, easily worth hundreds of dollars to Bricks and Many Figures, only to be offered about $50 at most at times. I think people don't realize how easy it is to just like put your shit on the Facebook Marketplace.
The
People
fangs
will-
are
you'd be
about to come
surprised
out.
how quick people will jump on things. If you can. Because I know some people are yours in a bitch. I have to have the money now, but I don't know. Like,
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
alright, bye. Tell you what, my Lego Ninja hang with them. YouTubers like MGS Brick, for example, have documented green and rare Lego figures only to watch multiple stores downplay their worth, repeatedly telling them that a chrome gold C-3PO figure worth around $1,000 was up. We can touch more on what happens there later, but for now, let's look at where Ben comes into the story. The story begins with a man named Ryan Denzel reaching out to Ben, giving his content for his over-the-top documentary and investigative styles to help him get into this company and help
I'm gonna need
resolve
some
the situation.
serious
How did
retail
you
therapy
initially
after
find out
this.
about these missing Legos? Was it just through the Facebook post, or was there like other people that were hitting you up about it? How did you find out about that?
No, this wasn't a big story at all. So I guess the YouTubers covered it, Collectors Weekly. It only got like 1,000 views on it. And so at the end of my Week for Valentine video, I was like, okay, if you have a problem and the police can't solve it, email me at this email and I have an email for it. We got a bunch of emails. And so we're going through all these emails for like 26 hours and we see this Lego video. And I'm not really into Legos at all. I don't really collect things. But the thing that stood out to me was we have the world's biggest Lego Star Wars collection. We gave it to a company and they're selling it without paying. You know, like, it's black and white, like they stole your Lego, you know? It's like they're claiming that they didn't steal it. They have like some loopholes that they're trying to use, you know?
Specifically, we asked for help retrieving $200,000 worth of rare Lego Star Wars sets. He co-signed the Bricks and Many Things franchise to alleviate the burden of selling them all themselves. And point it out! The $200,000 items has been made after a recondition work and not before a detailed evaluation was made. Total Star Wars, and that's all Star Wars inventory in the whole store. No, actually, we said all the photo evidence points to there being $20,000 worth of Lego of Star Wars Lego in the store. Well, actually, we said this.
Huh.
It just looks like it's a thing where it's like, well, you signed this consignment for the sale, and all your pieces are here, but there's new management, and I don't know where that's at. I don't know if these are yours. It's just like, just being fucking scummy. Some of the video footage, man, that you see of this owner, like on the stoop of his house, talking to the cops, and he's like, we live in the American Park Police. You guys live, I love you.
The fangs are about to come out.
And him doing that is the crick. Yeah, you guys rule. It's like, dude, eat a fucking barrel, dude. My God. Brian confronted the store with a contract in hand, only to be threatened with a legal battle so lengthy it would cost him more than the Legos were even worth. What's worse is that these sets were collected by him and his father over many years, and after Brian's father had a health scare, Brian mentioned being afraid to tell his father what had happened to the collection for fear of worsening his physical and mental well-being.
Yeah, I definitely don't think of it that way.
A health episode we can't bring stress to him.
This kickstarts an insane series of stunts pulled off by Reckless Ben to confront the Bricks and Minifigs team. The series is still up on YouTube, I believe. You can still watch part of it so far. You just can't add anything yet. It's fucking unbelievable the amount of incompetence it has from Bricks and Minifigs, and just like the amount of like, if you just would have paid back or just did good business practices, none of this would be happening. Or even just being like, okay, we fucked up, sorry, it would have been fine. But now we are watching corporate suicide right now. Were you expecting it to be calm, or did you actually expect it to still
What's up, bad guys? So
Brian hey, when I went to ask my Legos back, it cut out and started screaming at me. So he's like, so I'm gonna do the same thing to you. Where I, Brian's on the phone like that, So I was like, I guess I'll go and see myself. So I came with a pair of I was like, hey, I'm gonna be like extra nice to them because I know they might. I'll give them a call.
I forgot how her works.
So I went in, I'm just like, hey, I think my friend has some Legos in here.
Should we celebrate with fireworks?
And then she's like,
Oh yeah.
call the cops, and I'm not being harassing them. You're like, you're guys kind of saying, if they were paying him and he was lying to me, they would come to the store and we're actually paying him. That's why I went to the store first to hear that side of things.
So far down in the mountain, which all these videos, it's just nasty practices on the table. And then also you have the police officers who just aren't taking it seriously because I think there's still like a stigma with people that are like, oh, it's a YouTuber doing something. Toward then they're like, oh, well, it's just a YouTube thing, it's probably nothing, right? Or it's just, oh, God, so this is just a troll thing, or this is just a joke, or whatever. Just a general lack of care for very serious.
That makes things a little more clear here from the full series. He's just trying to get pumped.
The amount of times I heard them say stuff like, oh, this is a YouTube thing, and this kind of thing, is just because it's like a YouTube video. There's something, it's very interesting.
Yeah. I try to see their point of view. She's very slowly looking like, oh, better glass people that I say like probably a good 80 to 90% of that are just trying to pump it you on as much as they can. And the bigger the reaction you get, the more reaction you get, the more money I'm getting. I shouldn't be surprised by that because that is the majority of people. I would like to think that I'm a little,
which it is a very unconventional way of approaching all this, right? It's saying everything is done. You know what we do is show posts, right? These posts would go viral, causing tons of bad PR and even a public statement from bands. In it, they downplay the situation and claim they don't know the whereabouts of the actual sex. They allege that all these criticism online is just edited social media clips. That whole band, all Brits and many things want is fairness and support for loyal community. Fuck your self.
You're welcome.
Unreal. Also, that's what I'm thinking. Something like, we just want what's fair for humans. Why do you have to put yourself? Really? Can we just like undercut you and sell you more, and then by the way, when we get criticism, we're just gonna sue? Is that cool? Can we just sue? I think that's what we want to do. Someone would soon leak a band company-wide email directly to them, revealing the internal state of affairs. The email directly tells the officials how to handle the negative reactions to this documentary and all other related content, which they labeled as a coordinated negative PR attack. One of the strategies is a new mandate to actively solicit Google reviews of every single transaction. They reveal Golden State News and the U.S. Postal Inspection Service involved. Their involvement alongside the temporary restraining orders and cease and desist letters will be used to stop Ben and others' content. Ben was also sued for his website, oldpeople.com, which he uses to sell merch of their own company. By now, Brits and many big stores around the U.S. are receiving tons of PR because of the scandal. To combat this, BAM stated in their email that they would have reached out
Horsemen
to
of
Google,
Apocalypse
YouTube,
don't go down
Patreon,
so
GoDaddy,
easy.
and the Facebook to report Ben's content and anyone who's review bombing their businesses. Patreon's own CEO made a video responding to this, essentially telling them to basically go fuck themselves and sue the Patreon if they want. All employees were asked to pretend the scandal doesn't exist, and as a backup, were given pre-planned focus groups and a de-escalation playbook. The company appears to be in a full meltdown as they are demanding store managers turn off comments on all social media accounts. As stated in its public statement, BAM says its ultimate goal is to regain the community's trust and attack its basically starting a business, which is inevitable. I think inevitably what's going to happen. Do you think so far? Do you think they're going to be able to weather the storm?
I mean, as far as PR goes, I don't think so. I think no matter what they're fucked, even if they win the case against them,
The court of public opinion is decided.
which is just like, well,
The fangs are about to come out.
I can see them changing their name and trying to get out of that spotlight or something. Renaming their franchise or something. I bet you that's the route they take.
or they might do a thing where it's like, someone bought us. We're a new corporate thing.
Yeah, but they won't say that someone bought us.
30
I don't think so. I think it's
seconds
going to be a
before you
secret.
attack.
They're
Get
going to delete
ready.
all the accounts, whatever, and they're just going to restate it, and you're going to look at it and be like, oh, these are all the same bricks and mini things locations. Is what I think's going to happen. It may seem like bricks and mini figure stores attract scummy workers and managers, but not all employees are like that, alright? Some are simply there for a paycheck and have to deal with the nonsense that comes with it. Testimony from bricks and mini figures employees makes it seem like a living hell. It is common for the work schedule to be brutal and random, and on top of ridiculous hours, you can expect a minimum wage at best. Several employees also play raises or career advancement. Of course not, dude. You have some manager who owns the store, and they're going to be in the cycle of getting like high school employees to come through. And it's that thing of just being like, God, you don't want to be here. I mean, you get to play with Legos all day. Play the thing. Play the thing.
We are in the front. Prepare yourselves.
My favorite goes to my friend Joe, who's now like a very well-known, he's a stand-up comedian, very funny guy. We were in Canada. He running like a Lego building competition to work for like a Lego store. He was like basically
So one time on
Why'd they go healer? What are they doing?
some sort of
Why?
a dad and his son come decked out in the same
Build the Stanley Cup! Build the Stanley Cup!
Bang on the window, dad bang on the window. I think the window's not working.
Build the Stanley Cup! Build it now!
And really that's what it was.
I think the perspective of a guy who's business like selling or his perspective is right up in the the next big video Ben will release about this band actually thwarting the efforts of the French store
Way better already.
maliciousness to a whole new level. It's throughout this process that the American Court Police Department starts to get themselves straight up because the store owners and the CEO are part of the same money charge team. The problem is that some of the police are too, and that they're forgetting their stick together. The religious things are like the cooperation of like even the American Police Department and all those in some kind of way.
So first off, I'm gonna give you a little piece of insider information. I think someone found this on a YouTube. I saw someone on YouTube. It only has like 500 views on it. No one's seen this piece of information. But someone dug back in the newspaper and found that Hammond and Josh like one missing from together. They're like BFFFF, which is crazy. Which is crazy because it's saying that they're two completely separate people. Like Josh is like, oh, corporate is completely different. Like corporate son, we can't control what they're doing. Like they make their own decisions, but really, like that's literally best friends with each other. Like Josh and Hammond are. I don't even think they're allowed to shower separately. Like they have to be in the same room the whole time when they're on their mission trip. Because they're not allowed to like jerk off in the shower or something, you know. So like they have to shower with their own stuff. So Josh and Hammond are like closer than any two human beings can be together. But they try to make it seem like they're like completely different.
In order to have this case against Brandon and Josh approved, Ben first has to make a good faith effort to resolve the disagreement with all parties involved. When they try to approach Josh to make their good faith effort, police are already waiting for them and pull them over for supposedly not fully stopping at a stop sign, despite the body cam footage later proving this completely false. Body cam footage also reveals Josh calling the police to claim that Ben is stalking him rather than just trying to serve papers legally, and that he might be pushed to shoot someone over it.
Right. One of the dispatchers made a note here saying that you were gonna shoot someone.
I said, if they try to break into my house,
Okay.
I'm just saying, if they come inside, they'll have a surprise.
Okay.
Is that not a threat? And as for Brandon, Ben tried to speak with him at his home, only for Brandon to stand there in complete silence until the police made him leave under the threat of jail time if he returned.
He didn't steal anything. He encouraged the store from somebody.
No, he stole $200,000 because I've been spending the last 3 months in the case and I won in court.
With his good faith efforts rejected, Ben's case against Brandon was officially accepted by the court. The police approached Ben and his friend once again at night this time to conduct a random 2-hour search of his car under a random suspicion that they are carrying heroin. They found nothing, but still tried to pressure them into confessing they were under the influence, claiming that their eyes were suspiciously dilated. They weren't. PED was later caught on a body cam claiming that they were going to scare Ben and his team a little before letting them go.
Probably just having him pick his friend up and probably tired of dealing with the police. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's gonna scare him a little bit and let him go. That's what it really wasn't gonna do.
Making it harder to believe the heroin lie. Would you believe the heroin lie? No. Regardless, being unable to amicably settle with Josh over this got Ben's court case against him approved as well. And with an official process server alongside him, Ben placed a sign in Josh's neighborhood that said, "I stole a dying man's life savings." On a public piece of land to lure him out to sell his papers. As they waited, 3 separate police conversations took place, ending with one officer trying to directly serve Josh the papers.
If I don't do this, then I will.
Josh, quote, doesn't want them because he believes
Facility.
No. No. So these papers
The fangs are about to come out.
That's what is crazy because like they're getting served papers. No, they're fake.
30 seconds before you attack Ravens, get ready, get ready.
What was that? Should I peek at him? It kind of puts me on the way
Yes.
well, yeah, exactly. It's also a thing too. It's like if you have a public servant who has no qualms with
Well,
basic
I'm the kind of girl who
should be able
follows
to
the
go out, serve
standard
the papers,
path.
and like that's just it. Right? That's serving someone. But to have the police sit there and be like, what about these makes it fake?
The battle
You know what I mean?
stands so
And it's
fast.
like the police body cams, they can just turn it off. They can sound quiet.
All you need to do is capture the missionary right there,
I have a
guys.
discussion with this officer. Go on that little auto flame right there. Perfect. Right there, son. Yep.
For some reason, I understand Edward to see if there's a reason. That we legitimately just don't know about. But this is not sound fun. Okay, well, you think he's fair. Okay.
Feeling way better already.
Alright, we're just gonna tell me later. A fourth set of officers confront them, this time directly calling the court to prove that the news is real. They are seen on body cam footage being told it is 100% legit. So they get fed up and just arrest Ben without reading him his rights. Ben gets out of jail, desperately starts a GoFundMe for Brian, so his family and advertises it with another insulting sign. Police stop by and see strangling the
Raise the police to be summoned because of costly violence.
They eventually try to seize one of their opponents and immediately arrest Ben from his shoulder for trying to destroy evidence after he attempts to lock his phone. It's physically
That's a worse charge than what you're
Soon after, their phone base in Utah gets raided on a warrant that included, quote, stolen Lego, which lines up with a piece of information Josh threatened to make about them. They decided to go through with the lawsuit. A future statement from the Fort Police Department claims most of the Airbnbs Ben and friends were staying at put them talking about the stolen Lego. Which is just so funny. If I'm sitting here and I'm like, oh yeah, here are the stolen Legos. Ben doesn't give us the stolen Legos in the house, dude. Like, you can talk about things and yeah, it's just so stupid. Everyone wanted to throw in the back of the cop car. And in this process, Ben's arm is reached behind his back so hard that it dislocates his shoulder.
This party isn't over till I say
Cool.
so. Blood better be out.
Fort Police Department would also claim that Ben must be taken from the actually image he flashed on screen in the video was of a left shoulder despite being the right shoulder that was dislocated. It was very clear stock image Ben used to emphasize what the cop had done to his shoulder. It wasn't the actual This is real!
My shoulder's not that bad because probably once a month for the last 9 years. Like it's like a very normal thing. Like it just pops out and you look at the second pops back in. I used to have to like manually get it out and my shoulder just always like goes in very fast. Like the black guys made like too big of a deal about that. I just really hurt my shoulder like right before. It was just bad timing. Like when I'm thinking dirty, I don't know. I'm just like in shock the whole time because I usually try to be like pretty like respectful to the top because I grew up in like a pretty conservative
They thought they got rid of me? Really?
Thank you guys for if you show that respect, don't show you respect. You know, that's kind of how I've always been feeling. But yeah, it's just so weird. I feel like I just don't have lots of respect in the videos. You know, like I was pretty explicit about what we're doing and stuff, and then I showed that respect, and I didn't show me respect back. So it was very interesting. But it's kind of sad to think that we have to go through that art film, you know, and then
Behold the god of
Ben now had a court case pending for charges that put him at risk for a 5-year jail sentence. He had no time to breathe. Stopped by their court. This time, it was non-bailable, and it listed that he could into an incredible threat to physical safety that has protected person. Now that there were police officers all over the county after Ben, he eventually fled to Mexico to pursue the case without fear of being arrested. He could very well not be there anymore, but his wife was not disclosing any more info about his whereabouts. Where did he ask before? Usually he says, he's not there, now I think it's part. As you can imagine, he thought the band was getting even worse during this time. This is when Eamon agreed to go on a small road down the street to explain more of his side, during which he does something that band has done on more than one occasion. Uses employees as a shield to gather sympathy for problems their company caused.
We legally can't direct franchisees who to hire or not to hire. The franchisee will be accountable, but we actually can't fire or step over the line of that.
these are all fake threats or whatever, like that. The police think that these are real threats. Now, the police from Los Angeles, the police are all working together now to protect us. As we mentioned earlier, one YouTuber, MGS Bricks, visited multiple occasions with including a Chrome C3PO. A Chrome C3PO. Put the value from screen. On the toy stores, he offers 18% pay 90% for all his collectible value. The other two stores offer rates of 6% and 10%. Most are auto-loaded and less than often.
Perfect precision. Way better already.
Like if I see a percentage, let me walk up the store and go looking back at it. Just we get to the final score and consider knew who he was after he was coming back. Rich noticed that the rare 30th anniversary C3PO valued around $800. Both men checked the car and took the in before heading back inside. As he then walked in and saw the rarities and significantly enjoyed status. And when they confronted him about it, Rich admitted quickly that boy hated back to them, saying he had somehow forgotten to return it. He liked it.
Nowhere yet. Going to overtime.
Just as he handed that over, which made the situation even more suspicious. Obviously, the guy's trying to. Like he's stealing Legos. Can you imagine as a child?
Behold the god of thunder!
Pretty sure I'm technically undead.
Legos are pretty cool.
Well, you can't
Things
expect
have
them
a bit
all.
why is stealing? You're like, never change it. I'm gonna be this way forever. After MGS Bricks made their video exposing their terrible trade-in service, he created a follow-up video revealing emails from COO of band Matt McNeff, and their responses have some parallels, going on and on about how the store owner of one of these locations is currently handling the passing of his grandfather, and how another employee is directly involved in preparing to undergo heart surgery. He also claims there have been death threats made by people calling the store due to MGS Bricks video. It's just, the sympathy bait is just, well, he's only going because his grandpa's real sick, so he should just be, let him be a piece of shit. Okay? He's getting heart surgery. He could be an asshole, and he can rob from you. Okay?
Yeah, I feel like they're too hard on it, but at one point they could have just been like, you know what, we're sorry, make this right. Even if they couldn't get the, like, let's say because they sold something bad.
Financially get what was worth and give it to him.
Buy the sets back and be like, yeah, that's really good.
1,000,000,000%. It's too far now. If they did it now, you'd be like, well, you guys are just ridiculous. If they would have gotten called out and they're like, no, even all later on, it was like, no, we didn't do that. Yes, you did. Okay, fine. We got this. Sorry. Okay, here, just make it right. You could have been totally even Stevens on everything, but instead you're just being, you're being greedy. That was another thing, too, is even like how polite you were, or at least how civil you were with going to corporate. It made me think about, was there any specific
You'll
action
need a
that
top-notch
corporate
team to
took
win
that
this
you
one.
believe like unnecessarily escalated this situation as a whole? How corporate responded
Yes.
to things?
So first off, corporate is involved. Second off, I mean, if I was corporate and someone came up to corporate headquarters and be like, hey, I think you guys are holding some of our Legos. I think that was my exact word. Like, hey, I think you guys are holding some of our Legos. Can we work with you guys to get them back? His response to that was, no, like, the Legos were never in our store, you know, basically saying that, like, he's trying to lie to me. So if I was corporate, I would have been like, okay, let's pull up the inventory list. Let's see if we do have your Legos, you know? And that's what any other CEO would have done. Just say, like, hey, if this person's claiming to have Legos stolen by our company, then let's look at it. And I had the inventory list in my hand with me, so I would have said, hey, can you show me the inventory list? I wouldn't have been like, oh no, get out of my store.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
That's not what I would have done, I guess.
They could have totally had good PR too. Like, I wasn't aware of the assignment, but that's a very
Yeah, well, they're just looking at that, they're looking at like the amount of money that they lose, all that kind of stuff, and it's so stupid. It's a PR thing, but now I'm like, I feel like they're so much worse. Like, you're gonna have financial. You're so much. Your finances so much more down.
2, 1.
I'm telling you, they're gonna have to rebrand. They will do a rebranding, and they might tell me so. It's gonna be show up all the way to the thing is like it will probably work. People were heavily anticipating the third installment of the series. It was starting to affect its health. This excitement would come to a sudden halt, however, and a short update video was released instead. Brian, Ben, and his team are in the UK launch due to the nature of what's in the video. In the video, he holds the radio station
So funny you make the Brian, we go straight to the mystery company guy. That's no one to talk about.
but it claims that there has been shared side-by-side. He believes they don't want to directly discuss the false bomb threats and more than that. There's great information. Shortly after the video was uploaded, Ben's GoFundMe was really shut down for under fear of it landing him in jail. The thing is that as of June 10th, the GoFundMe is coming out every day. That states Brandon and Joshua made a mutual agreement to no longer work with the company. Ben has claimed in the past that his entire channel has been demonetized for a very long time, so he doesn't even know how to support it despite it.
Vehicle reached a checkpoint.
So, while watching and sharing this video is a great way to spread awareness, you can directly support him by checking out his Patreon and supporting his cause. And for a lot of the content that he makes, it is really cool. And we just want to just need to bring more light to situations like this. You know, I mean, it's just a creator doing something making extreme waves in terms of like getting something done to the point where now stupid like judicial systems are getting in the way and just kind of halting somebody. Trying to like help somebody get their collection back.
Never seen you quit before, son.
Do you remain optimistic?
Shit. Okay, Frank.
As like a person that has consumed the content that we put out and as like I've seen what's going on the channel, even I have lost optimism that these people are ever going to learn and do this. Or is it going to be something that doesn't happen?
I don't know. It is interesting. If you watch a lot of the pizza where it was like, oh, we gotta get pizza with Russ, and everyone's telling us Russ will never get pizza. You know, people will die before they get pizza, you know? And we finally got the clip at the end where he's like, I'm giving you X, you know, and like, here's the pizza thing or whatever. They keep saying they're willing to get the Legos back, but they've been saying that they won, I guess. Like, oh, we'll give it, and then when Brian calls, okay, like, let's do it, and they always pull something out. They're like, oh, we actually can't do it anymore, you know, like, give the Amanda first, and that, we don't need, like, negative comments, we always do the things they tell us to do, and then still don't give us the Legos.
Feeling kind of vulnerable. Vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
Our number one priority right now is to ensure that he gets made whole. And so we're working towards that, and we're hoping that he'll be able to come to the table. We're excited to be able to make that happen.
Obviously, he will accept them. Cameron's not the one who's doing that. So it kind of comes down to, like, is Cameron willing to take his whole company because of this? It seems like maybe. I don't know.
Thanks for the boost. The crazy part is it feels like they'd rather implode this company versus like admitting that they're wrong. It's a level of delusion that just seems exactly. Even Russ had a moment of clarity where he was like, okay, like I get it, you know, but this is coming, you're talking with major news networks, this has become such a huge thing. It's crazy about this. And that leads me, I guess, to the concept. Hopefully, is there any way to support you or Brian in this time? Like, I know that you have a Patreon and stuff, but we wanted to plug and shout out to stuff.
Oh, nice. Yeah, probably just for something. Yeah, Brian said money is really crazy. And obviously we passed the goal within 2 hours. Well, Brian's now been free. Not only did they guilt me, not only did they the person they stole from for literally no reason. Well, they got to screw as much as they possibly can.
Judge, jury, executioner!
And we're trying to get for legal charges for the lawyers are saying, we're obviously trying to get dismissed. So if it gets dismissed, it might be good. But if it doesn't get dismissed, they're saying it could be like millions of dollars in lawyer fees. Crazy. So then the GoFundMe would just be a small fraction of that. But the good news is it would take about 2 years. So I think within 2 years, we're very effective about it. So I'm not really too worried, but yeah, I think the GoFundMe is all the money from Patreon and GoFundMe right now is going towards a legal trust is what we put it all in. Yeah, it's crazy.
I mean,
It's kind of fun. I love doing like stuff. If you don't do well, then that would be fun to see.
You don't really know what to do. This is real firepower! Tell people to go support Facebook and Patreon and help them fight this case, and also hopefully that whatever this all said and done, we can hear some more of these stories that I know that's what we say. Bricks and minifigs. Go fuck yourself. You guys suck. Right? Also, I want to preface this too. That doesn't mean that any of you should go and harass. If you like bomb threat, there should be nothing of harassing these locations because it will not help anybody. But it's important to realize that like there is a shark in the water. There's blood in the water. There's water around and stuff. You know what I mean? So just be mindful of that. Be sure to tell your friends to never shop at Bricks and Minifigs. I hope it fails. I hope it fails, and that all the employees, or it's their regular jobs, I hope they're able to find something quickly, and that everyone at the top, I hope you never own a business again, you predatory sacks of shit. Is that fair to say? Is that? Okay. Guys, until next time, we will see you in the next one, but like I said, be sure to check out Reckless Ben's channel. It's been insane. We did a very quick deep dive into this whole situation.
Mira esto. Hola, Char. ¿Puedes poner mi pelo con el color de la selección argentina? Pero que se vean.
Can you chuck some smoke on that landing pad?
Oh shit, I'm dead.
Okay, change the plans, I'm coming.
One car? Oh my god, that was fucking hell! Oh shit, you did a shot.
Fine man, it's just a scratch. Be up there a second.
Oh my days, look at my lifesaver. Fuck hell.
Can you chuck some smoke on that landing pad?
Oh shit.
Boys, we're about to fly this bloody base. Enjoy the fireworks.
Fucking hell. Direct hit. Fucking hell, bro.
Boys, we're about to fly this bloody base. Enjoy the fireworks.
Fucking hell. Direct hit. Fucking hell, bro.
Boys, we're about to fly this bloody base. Enjoy the fireworks.
Framer just launched a...
Boys, we're about to fly this bloody base. Enjoy the fireworks.
Fucking hell. Direct hit. Fucking hell, bro.
Boys, we're about to fly this bloody base. Enjoy the fireworks.
Fucking hell. Direct hit. Fucking hell, bro.
Boys, we're about to fly this bloody base. Enjoy the fireworks.
Fucking hell. Direct hit. Fucking hell, bro.
Boys, we're about to fly this bloody base. Enjoy the fireworks.
Fucking hell.
Bam! That's Bricks and Minifigs. You just got bam. I won't buy any
Alright, that's enough for the net.
ever again. I mean, I had this Play Dollhouse, or no,